Soldier has been killed in an exchange of fire with Israeli forces. Shots were fired from both sides along the Rafah crossing with Egypt and Gaza. Israel seized control, of course, of the Palestinian side earlier this month when it began its ground assault off Rafah. Let's get more on this. We can speak to Rami Dajani. He is the project director for Palestine and Israel at the International Crisis Centre. He joins us live from London. Thank you for your time. So just give me your reaction to this news that an Egyptian soldier has been killed in this exchange of fire with the Israeli army. How serious is this? Do you think it could end up becoming a political issue?
Well, already the situation at the Rafah crossing and the Philadelphia corridor is causing a great deal of tensions between Egypt and Israel. The overall situation in Rafah and the Israeli operations there are causing tensions across the board. This is the latest in, what have been a series of escalations. This started with the start of the ground invasion in Rafah, and then developed subsequently with the takeover by Israel, the occupation, the takeover of the Rafah crossing, which led to its closure and the significant sort of impact that's had on the humanitarian situation, and also raising security tensions with the Egyptian side, which sees this as a violation of various agreements, including aspects part of the Camp David Accords.
Yeah, exactly. Could we go into that in a bit more detail for people perhaps who don't realise the historical relevance here? There is that long-standing peace accord between Egypt and Israel, and it is very long-standing. It has been very robust. So to what extent do you think this could have an impact on that?
Well, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of sensitivities, and they have to do more with also practical conditions on the ground. You can talk about the agreements and the legal sides of them, but there are practical considerations that the Egyptian side has, understandably, given the developments in Gaza, the fact that you have hundreds of thousands of Palestinians that are now essentially being squeezed into these sort of narrow areas in the south of Gaza in a situation, as your previous reports indicated, are including, significant aerial bombardment that is targeting civilian population. So the Egyptians have a great deal of concerns about these developments right at the border with Sinai. The security implications are, extremely important for Egyptian national security concerns, and but they also affect the political aspect of the agreements between them. Although I think the security developments on the ground are probably more important right now.
And it's worth highlighting, isn't it, that Cairo has adamantly refused to open that border crossing on the Egyptian side to let, many of the displaced people go. They say they won't do that until the Israeli military withdraws.
Well, the Egyptian position has been quite constant on its interaction with the crossings with Gaza, is that this is a crossing with the Palestinians on the other side, and they do not wish to see a normalization of the functioning of the crossing with the Israelis on the other side. And I think also it's an expression of the Egyptians' discontent at the fact that the ceasefire negotiations did not end up, bearing fruit, and the fact that the efforts of Egyptian and Qatari and U.S., frankly, diplomacy did not end up, bearing fruit at the end, and